And welcome everyone to another Chaldean update. This one, this one's going to be a long one, definitely. And I'm going to try something different this time. I've got a notepad, as I normally do with all the things, but I've got it kind of broken up into a more organized than just me trying to like find things randomly. But yeah, also, this video should be going live. I'm recording this on the 28th before I actually record Fate Extra, but it should go live around the 1st or 2nd. I want to try to move these videos from the middle of the month, maybe towards the first week of the month. It kind of makes a little more sense to kind of run that way. Also, because this video, because we just finished with the lottery, it's going to be hella long. So I'm going to try to keep this one under 30 minutes, but we'll see how that goes, especially with me kind of blabbing like I'm doing. So we're going to go and get started. But hopefully everyone had a good Christmas, and by the time you guys are seeing this, for those of us that want Hokusai, they got her. And for those that wanted Arash, hopefully they got her as well for Christmas. And hopefully Christmas wasn't completely destroying everyone. So, and we'll kind of get into Christmas a little more later. So, real quick, channel updates though. By the time you guys see this, let me look at my calendar here. It should be that the Pokemon Sword playthrough is actually, should be starting next week. Like I said, I expect this video to probably come up on a Wednesday or something like that, because it's the 1st of January. In which case, the actual first episode of the Sword Guild Walk, as I have been calling it, should go up actually it'll be the 5th. So, there's that. So, look forward to it, because that'll be what we're doing next. Other thing that's changing, stream days are changing. Yay! So, as you guys know, normally for stream days, I do Sunday and Tuesday. Well, that's changing a bit, starting on actually, well, I guess technically still the 5th. It's changing from Sunday to Tuesday to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So, the 5th will be Sword playthrough, and you guys will just have to tune in to see what the rest of the days are, because there's actually something special that's going to start happening that I'm keeping under wraps. So, that's kind of it for the channel updates. So, we'll go ahead and start with the, what's happened. And also, I kind of want to take like a year and a review. So, this year's been a very good year for me, at least Fate Go wise. I've got every servant, which was one of the bigger goals that I expected to clear next year. Obviously, we got a surprise MHX banner, which made it to where I could have every servant now. So, oops, not the event shop. But we will go there a second to kind of see what the progress is. So, if we go look here in the empty room, if you guys haven't checked out my room, which by then it probably won't matter by the time this video is going up, but it's empty, it's quiet, and it's awkward. So, but yeah, every servant's got, except for obviously the second copy of Mecha Elizabeth, which you can't get until next year. So unless you got her now instead of the other version. So the other thing, towards this year, we've made a lot of progress on like skills and stuff, and I'll kind of go into skills a little later, but most of the servants that have batteries, with the exception of like a select few, are done now. Their batteries are 10. I've done a lot of farming this year, a lot more this year than I did last year, and I expect to kind of pick up the pace a little more next year. But we've got all the batteries done, and all the servant skills at the beginning of Nero Fest this year. I wanted to make sure everyone was 444. We've accomplished that. So there's that. So like I said, it's been a very, very good year. And just we'll go ahead and jump right into the fun Christmas event. So we'll go ahead and look here. First things first, I cleared 400 boxes, which my goal was 100, and as I've done for the last 2 lottos, I've blown that goal out of the water completely. So there's that. And also another thing is I'm unfortunately stuck at max QP for now. So you can see, where is it? QP 99999 and 5 million friend points. So there's that. So unfortunately, I've got a plan. I'm going to try to burn a lot of it through friend points and make CE bombs and try to redeem these, because you know that's a lot of QP that's just going to waste. But we'll see. I doubt I'll actually get a chance to do that, but you never know. So there's that. Other thing about the Christmas Lotto. My present box is currently completely full with all 3 2s, 4s, 5s, and I think there's like 1 or 2 6 stacks. So, present box is full. We'll go ahead and go to second archive here, and you can see it's full with all gold embers, and my inventory is also full with almost all gold embers and some silver, and 2 bronze ones from where I was doing the master missions for this month, or this week specifically. So, there's that. That's Christmas in a nutshell, and like I said, it was a good one. So, with that being said, I should have Hokusai MP5 by the time this video comes out, unless her banner doesn't come out till the 1st, which will be very weird. But I expect it to come out the 31st at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, so look forward to that. So, now the part that's going to take the majority of this video, which is skills and levels and bonds and all this other fun stuff. So, like I said, I'm going to try to make it a little easier for me to find things instead of not being able to locate things. So, first things first, Mordred. She's Bond 7 now. Woo! So there's that. Next thing, Artoria. Because the lotto was so lucrative, I decided to level her skills at. She's now 787 instead of, I think it was 686, or yeah, 686. Other thing, Fran is now 999, which means she is completely done. So, and you'll notice that I've got quite a few servants done now, finished completely. Suzuka will be next, and she's 667. She just got a minor bump. I don't think I actually meant to level her skills though, because she used crystals. I'm pretty sure there's a few people that I accidentally didn't need to level because they use crystals, and I need those for Hokusai, but I had to farm those earlier today. And off to the next one, we've got Siegfried, who is also now 666. He was 444, so he's got a nice bump. And another one that's actually finished, get out here, Siegfried, is French Saber herself or himself, whichever you prefer. I prefer the her version, but is now also 999. So Eon's done. Not last, but second to last, Rama also got a nice little buff. His skills were 444, and he's up to 777. So he should be getting finished soon. He needs hearts, and obviously we should have the Da Vinci's Lotto rerun, which is another reason why I wanted to get this video already out and recorded, because the Da Vinci's Lotto, I expect a lot of servants that aren't 999 to be 999 because it has bones in it, so prepare for that. And like I said, last of the Sabers, Betty, he got a bond up. He just hit bond 6. He was super useful in one of the nodes, so shout outs to Betty, pulling his weight. Alright, off to Archer class. So, Ishtar now, she hit bond 8, almost, she's getting there to bond 9, and her skills are now 10, 10, 9. They were 9, 10, 9, and I ended up leveling her first skill to 10 because of the hell of the Salter node. She actually pulled her weight though during that fight, or the farming wise. I was actually using a crit team with her, and it was working pretty well, along with Chloe. So there's that. And also, not like she's the only 5-star, James, or Moriarty, if you prefer. His skills now 787 instead of the 7-8, or I'm sorry, 4-8. 4 is what they were. So he got him a nice little buff. So there's that. And to circle back to Chloe, she also got a bond up. She had bond 8. So she was another one that was very, very good. So originally I wasn't going to lure her other 2 skills. Maybe I was thinking about projection, but I wasn't going to level Mind's Eye. Because it actually wasn't leveled, it cost me a few runs where I didn't KO Salter. So Chloe is actually one of my next few targets for lure when I start stockpiling them up, because I've only got 3, which are reserved for Hokusai. And by the time you guys see this, if I do have Hokusai, which I shouldn't have any lures. The other servant, Tomoe, I've started giving her foes as well, but the important thing is she's now 555 instead of 444. I couldn't get her skills up too much because of feathers, so there's that. Another servant we're going down to bronze is Toda. Is now 777. I think originally he was like 744 or something similar to that, and now he's 777. So then we've got David, who got a nice little buff as well from 444 to 666. So you can see there he is. And the last one here is actually, that's it for archers. So, we'll go ahead and move over to the Lancers. The big one here, Aresh. She is the new servant, 10-10-10, and also MP5. Originally, I wasn't thinking about getting her MP5, but, well, originally I was, and then I was kind of like, well, I won't Hokusai, so I'm going to not get her MP5 this year and wait till next year. Turns out I just decided MP5 her now, which, you know, I'm glad I did, because using Aresh has been extremely, extremely fun. So, also, you can look and see here, she's 1k foed, so all my 5 stars are still 1k foed. So, there's that. And the next one here is Lancer Artori hit Bond 9. Very close to Bond 10. I actually thought she was going to hit Bond 10 this event, and she ended up not because I didn't farm the Archer node nearly as much because I really didn't need to. Well, there's that. But I do expect her to hit Bond 10 pretty soon. So we'll grind that a little bit out. And then Brienne also got a nice little Bond increase because she was being used on the Archer node for a little bit. And that's pretty much it. She's Bond 8. She's been 10-10-10, so there's that. Another servant, though, that also got completed is Enkidu, Clayboy himself. So, he was like 9-4-4, and because this node obviously dropped Homunculus Babies, which we'll look at the very end, if I remember, you know, he got up there. So he's 9-9-9, and I don't expect him to level any of his skills, like, lore-wise. So as far as I'm concerned, he's completely done. Another one is Tama Lancer. She was 7-4-4, so she's now 7 across the board. So there's that. We've got that one. Karna also. My boy Karna, he was 7-9-7. He's now 9-9-9 and completed. I don't expect lowering any of his skills either. But I'm glad I was finally able to actually get him to where he should be. I haven't had a chance to use Karna a whole lot here lately, but every time I do use him, he's pretty clutch. So let's go ahead and move to the 4 stars, which being Nezha. Again, I said everyone's leveled now, and everyone's leveled. And as you can see, she's gotten some foes, not a whole lot. Her skill's solid 6 across the board. That's pretty much it on hers. The other one is Mini Dusa, who very much like Nezha is only just gotten a bump from 444 to 666. And Taiga actually got a small bump because she needed crystals. She was 944, now she's 977. So, there's that. Protoku, wherever Protoku may be, is now 686. So, he was 484. So, he didn't get a major upgrade. I do plan on finishing him up this year. Or, well, I guess this year when you guys are watching it. So, he'll actually be 9, well, yeah, probably 999. I probably won't level his protection of arrows to 10. I really don't use the evades that often, or specifically from the coups. I don't use the coups that often. This one's already Bond 10, but the other one isn't, though. And the other one is Ku, actually, who is now 666. He was 444, and I just gave him a minor bump. He got those walnuts out of the way, because that was another thing. And last but not least, Ben K. He got just a small bump. You know, he hit Bond 10 a while back, so I went ahead and got his skill 666. So, and I think now he needs like Void Dust or something. So he's stuck there for a bit. And without that, or with the Lancers being said, we're going to go ahead and move to Riders. I will say, out of this list here, there's a few here that I actually plan to finish very shortly. And we'll go ahead and start with the first one being Maid Alter. She is now 889. I completely expect to finish her skills 999. Actually, she's going to go to probably 10, 10-9-9, or 10-9-10. Her reload skill is definitely going to go to 10 at the very least, because that's where her damage is. So I will get that knocked out as soon as I get Lures and Fangs, because she needs like 48 for the final like level. And the other one I definitely plan to finish is Iskandar, who was like, I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm pretty sure it was 448 or 844. He's now solid 8 across the board, so we're going to knock that out as well. Another servant that really pulled his weight is Astolfo. Hit Bond 7. I expect Astolfo to actually get a fair bit of use during Da Vinci's rerun, mainly for the Heart Node, because everybody's going to be farming that Heart Node. And the next one on our list here, Summer Ishtar, who is actually finished now. She was 777. I've got her 999. I don't see a reason to level her skills any further. And she should be 1k foed. Yeah, she is. So, Ishtar is completely done. Or Rider Ishtar, at least. And actually, I guess regular Ishtar. So both Ishtars are done. So they've done that. The next one is Ram. They were 4/4. They got a nice buff to 7/7/7. I plan to finish them this year as well. I think that they needed crystals or something like that. Probably feathers. So we'll do that when the time comes and I can finish them out. And the next one is Ushi. So Ushi actually was one that hit Bond 10. Where is she? Oh, there she is on the Bond side. So I'm still working on getting her FO'd. She was the next rider to actually be FO'd. That's not a 5-star or anything. So she'll be done before long. And her skill's still been 7/7/7. I do plan to finish her as well. All the riders that I've listed here, hopefully it will be 9/9/9 or they're 10 variants. So there's that. And last but not least, on the rider side is our boy Alex, who accidentally got skill levels because I wasn't paying attention, which is why they're 7/6/5. They were 7/4/4, and he needed crystals, so I accidentally used them. So there's that, and I wasn't paying attention. And that's actually it on the riders. So next we're going to go to the casters, and boy, is there a lot of them. So Ilya, first and foremost, she is now finished. She's getting real close to Bond 8 as well. I didn't realize that, but so she's been 10. I think it was 10/6/6. She's now 10/9/9. I went ahead and leveled her skills. I needed to burn the QP at the time, and she's not the only one finished. Da Vinci is now 9/10/10 instead of being 7/10/10. So she got a little bump, but she is completely done. And another one that is 1K FO'd. I do hope I can get another copy of her, so we'll see. And another one, the farming goddess herself, also hit Bond 10, which is a very, very hurtful thing because, man, Nito is clutch. If anyone ever has a guaranteed SR and you're wondering what to get and you can't decide, I highly recommend Nito Chris. She's super, super good for farming. So there's that. Cersei, another one. She's fully leveled, as you can see here. I got her skills all to 7 as well. So she was actually pretty nice to skill up. So there's that. Also, I ended up blocking Cersei a lot more than what I thought I would. And in that same margin, Irisville. She is also 7/7/7. So she was 4/4/4. Got her a nice little bump. Alice, or Nursery Rhyme, got a nice little 8/8/8. She was her third skill was already 8. She was, I think, 6/6/8. So she got a little bump to 8/8/8 as well. Another one, now that we're into the Silver Servants, is Geronimo. Actually was 4/4. He is 7/7/7. And another Bronze Servant and another coup, because all coups use walnuts. Caster coup, 8/8/8 across the board. So I've been using him for farming, so he's been pretty nice. Him and Geronimo, actually. And good old Meth Head Mephistopheles, however you want to say his name. He was 4/4. I got him 6/6/6. So there's that. And the last two here is Castor Giles. He was 4/4. He's 7/7/7. And I got Shakespeare Bond. He's Bond 7 now. He was actually very nice for Salem farming and some other things. So there's that. And we'll go ahead and swap over to the assassins here. King Hassan leading it, the only 5-star here for the assassin side to actually see any work is. He's now 9/9/9. He was 8/8/9 originally, but I had a lot of stingers. I had a lot of stingers, and I finally had a lot of lamps or lanterns, which I needed because he needs a lot. So he's finished completely. I don't expect to lure any of his skills either. We'll see how that goes though, because I know he's a good soloer. That's where he actually shines the most. And obviously having those lures for that it comes in clutch. But we'll see about that. I haven't fully decided. Toaster is our next one here, who I recently learned I did not get anything for her like during an event line. I was going through also, just a little tidbit here. Before I started recording this, I was actually going through all my servants, my room lines, and making sure they were all done. There was actually like 2 or 3 that I had missed or they had gotten new lines. So, and Donzo and I think it's David is the other one that I have to go back and do some things with. David's is like an MP, and Toaster I'll just have to wait till New Year's. But anyways, she was 8/4/4. She's 8/7/7. So there's that. Good old Ass Nito, or Assassin Nito. She's now 7/7/9. So she was 4/4/7. So she got a nice little bump there. At least I believe that's what her skills were. It was somewhere around there. But Wu, on the other hand, is 999, which means Woo is done. Most time for Imperial Privilege, I'll level them to 10, so that way they have a higher chance. I don't think I'll do that with Woo. I don't care much for the Imperial Privilege skill, even though Nero has it, and Nero is waifu, but still, Woo still can put in the work, and she hits pretty hard, so it's nice that she's now 999. Another one that got a huge bump, actually, is Xion. She was 4 for 4. I've got her all 7s across the board, so well, hopefully I can finish her next year, or this upcoming year. We'll have to look and see how that goes. And good old Assassin of Shinjuku here. He was 4 for 4. He's now 6 across the board as well. Another one that used crystals that I wasn't paying attention to, which is why her skills are off. They were 4 for 4, and now they're 5, 5, 6. Because I was like, oh wait, these are crystals. I need to hang on to these. So probably the biggest and most used servant between the last video, like I said, it shouldn't have been that many days ago, as opposed to this one, is actually Sanson. Not Phantom, but Sanson. His skills didn't receive any kind of like upgrades. He's still 4, 5, 4, but he's Bond 10. He went from Bond, he hit Bond 8, 9, and 10 during this like Salem and the, well, not Salem, but just from the Christmas event. So I shot him up there. And we'll go back to Phantom because he did also get a Bond up. He was sitting in the back line for a little bit. So I was trying to knock out some of those. And also, Matahari is now finished. She's 999. So there's that. And that's all the assassins. Actually, no, I skipped a few. Let me retract that statement here. Where are you at? I forgot. Carmilla is around here. Also, I need to go back to archers because of another thing I forgot. So she got a bump. She was 4 for 4. She's 777. Then we've got Summer Shisho, who is not Nito. Summer Shisho, who is now 669, who was 449. So there's that one. And 100 Faces, which was also 4 for 4, is now 666. So there's that. And just to go back to the archers, because I completely forgot about this one, even though I can't believe I did. And that is our magnificent sheep, wherever she may be. Oh, Attila. So she's not got any foes on her. I will foe her eventually. But I got her skills 999. I expect to lure her Gift of the Star, because it's a targetable MP gate. So you can't go wrong with MP batteries. So now we'll go ahead and move forward and go to the Berserkers here, which out of everything probably had the least amount of work being done to them. So MHXA, I was using her for the Salter node and I just couldn't get it to work properly, but I did use her for a little bit. She's now 9, 10, 10, which I had planned on getting that her King's Invisible Hand skill to 10 anyways. Eventually just didn't expect it to happen right then and there. So there's that. Another one is Berserker Nobu, who is now 777. Instead of it was like 4, 5, 4. She had a weird skill set that I had her at. And another one is Beowulf, who is actually 885. Actually, I think I can get his third skill up past that. I'll have to look at that after this video. So, but he got a bump. He was 4 for 4. He's now 885. Another one, Tomacat, who I'm actually working on Fode now for the Berserker stuff. 777. She was 4 for 4. Even though she's Bond 10 and has been Bond 10 for a very long time, I still want to try to get that knocked out. And off to the Varies of Rome. Caligula. He's finished 999 and he's Bond 7. Almost Bond 8. Very, very close to Bond 8. So there's that. The next one is the Fluffy Boy himself. 777. He was at 4 for 4. So we got a very nice bump. And we've got 2 left here for the Berserkers, which is Eric. Instead of being 4 for 4, he is 666. And now on the permanent farming team, because Bunyan hit Bond 10. And Bunyan's been done for a while skill-wise. So that's all the Berserkers, but we're still not quite done. Oops. As we still have the special class, which the only special class changes here is Abby. Don't loot the Abigail Williams if you can, please. But she's Bond 5. I was using her a little bit to farm Oculate Crystals, and she's been okay so far. I got her skills. They're all 5. I do plan, hopefully, to finish them this year, but it's going to take a little bit. She's not on top priority, so there's that. And real quick, I'm just going to take a quick look and see if we can't get that skill up for our boy Beowulf. If I can click here, where is it? Beowulf. You need crystals, so that's what it was. So that's why it didn't go up, is because of crystals. So that's it for everything. Like I said, this month, this few week, like this set of Christmas event, it was a lot. I was exhausted by the end of it. I was really glad for it to be over. It took me 2 full days to redeem the boxes, so there's that. But overall, this year's been a very good year. I expect next year to really be able to kind of knock everything out. One of the biggest goals I've got next year, we'll go ahead and go back to skills here, but that is every servant to no longer be stuck at 444. I want everyone to be at least 666. So I'm going to start, I'll start with the lower rarities, like I always do, and kind of go through and take a look, and I'll just start farming what they need individually. So it shouldn't take too long, as most servants now are past the 444. There's still like oddballs here and there. As I'm scrolling through here, you can kind of see. But other than that, most everyone is 666 at the very least. So that's my big goal for next year. So hopefully that works out well, and obviously I'll keep trying to get everyone's batteries. Like I said, there's a few here and there that aren't finished, like Billy's. I always forget that his isn't there. You can see Moriarty's isn't finished. Artoria will have a battery next year that I need to finish leveling. She just needs a million Dragon Fangs, so there's that. And the servants that are also 888, I definitely want to try to go ahead and knock them out. Also, get Shisho not 488 and finish her. She's the next like Super Lancer goal that I want to finish. Her and Tom Lancer. I actually went and counted. I think there is a total of like 12 or 14 5-stars somewhere around in here that aren't done. And Drake is the actual next servant I'm working on, because she needs bones, and I just don't have the bones. So before we wrap up, I just want to kind of go over what my item management looks like here. Like I said, I farmed 400 boxes, so there's a lot. We've got 4 tickets. I've restocked on my bronze apples. They were, I had like 0 before the event, and I got over 1,000. I was actually using some of those to get ocular crystals. So there's that. All my blue gems, over 2,000. All my red gems, almost over 2,000, with the exception of a few of them, Lancer and Assassins. And all of my gold gems are at least over 600, which is where I would like them to be. I'm running low on hero proofs again, which is no surprise. Evil bones I still need. Fangs, void dust, all that good stuff. Needles, though, or, stingers. They're at 192, so there's that. They've been, pretty nice on that side. So there's that. And let's take a look. Spinal fluid, 792. And also walnuts, 779, and ghost lantern, 665. So there's that. And we still got a lot of pages, still got a lot of medals. Don't have a lot of gold mats. Most of my gold mats are actually gone at this point, with the exception of Luangos and Scarabs and horns. But there's that. And like you see, I've got 3 lures exactly for Hokusai, but by the time this video comes out, that doesn't matter. I'm actually running low on some monuments, and by running low, I still have plenty, but I want to get back to like over 500. Especially, I don't know how, but Lancer and Assassin monuments, I don't have anymore for some random reason. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Like I said, I appreciate everyone for watching the streams and watching these videos and watching Fate Extra. 2019's been a very good year for me, at the very least. Just to kind of my closing remarks here, but this year there was a lot of different things I wanted to do. I first wanted to start streaming to see, and that's been really, really fun. So there's that. And then shortly after it, originally I was going to just have a silent streams, and obviously I ended up getting a mic. Actually, I was using my work headset, and so there's that. And from there, I've actually got a proper mic now. And then not shortly long after that, I started recording extra stuff and obviously doing things like this. So I just want to say, I hope everyone has a good 2020. I hope everyone had a great 2019. I know there's some roughs. The Gotcha Salt was pretty rough, at least for Aresh. I obviously don't know about Hokusai yet because I can't see into the future as much as I would like to. But with all said and done, I just want to say thank you to everyone who takes their time out of the day to watch the stuff that I put out. And 2020, there's a lot of things that I want to work on. And there's just a few projects that I've also been working on behind the scenes for a lot of things, and that should start going up first, second week of January. So, again, I just want to say thank you, and that's going to do it for me this time, and I'll catch you guys later.